Toyota's gearing up to disrupt the auto industry. The automaker's CEO just revealed plans to cut out the middleman and sell directly to you. No more dealing with shady middlemen jacking up prices, he declared. Toyota wanted to ship sweet new rides straight to drivers' doors like Tesla, wiping out wasteful markups. But will this bold new sales model stall out with franchise laws? Toyota knew driving into the future meant kicking into hyperdrive digitally. In 2019, they test drove their Smart Path, an app aiming to bring car buying into the fast lane. Teaming with dealers nationwide, SmartPath integrated online shopping seamlessly into showrooms. HQ floored it, promoting this platform to expand its reach. But when COVID slammed the brakes in 2020, low inventories had drivers itching for a new lane. Polls popped that over 2/3 now wanted to purchase totally touchless. While SmartPath gave control and unified Toyota dealer sites, it was too slow to get up to speed. As it exited the fast lane, the big boss vowed a new plan, shipping sweet rides directly without middlemen muddying the waters. These days, buying a new set of wheels is more like navigating an obstacle course, with sky-high markups and inventory shortages wherever you turn. Drivers are left pulling their hair out in frustration. That's why Toyota just dropped a bomb that'll rock the auto world. Word is, Big Boss aims to tear up the whole outdated playbook. They're sick of seeing customers gouged by shifty middlemen inflating prices way over MSRP. Their clever click-to-buy app would drive business into hyperdrive. Online syncing so dealers and drivers clicked perfectly. With this automated adventure on their side, Toyota aimed to drop toxic middlemen for good. Direct deals promised fat cash for the big T, but shifty sellers, would they really give up the mighty dollar without a fight? Toyota sensed the future lane is veering digital, and fast. Over 80% of drivers traded trading cards for digital dashboards thanks to Tesla lighting the afterburners. Toyota knew if they wanted to win this battle, direct deals were their keys to victory. Research shows Tesla sold over 300,000 vehicles direct in 2021 alone, saving customers over $2 billion versus dealing. Toyota aims to capture a piece of these savings while cutting overhead. However, studies also found 60% of auto repairs and jobs are supported by dealers. They argued direct sales could starve local economies over time without regulations ensuring adequate service networks. A National Automobile Dealers Association survey found 89% of buyers prefer choosing vehicles and negotiating prices in person versus online. But Gen Z polls show over half will walk away from a brand with no streamlined digital option. Toyota counters they will keep a full-service infrastructure, with revenue sharing to offset dealer impacts. And appointments and test drives would still be available alongside a simpler digital path many now demand. With valid viewpoints on both sides, the road ahead is murky, but one thing is clear. Whoever optimizes both digital convenience and personal service best may come to dominate this high-stakes new auto arena. Through their own agencies, Toyota could pull back the curtain on what drivers really wanted. No more leaving the theater guessing. This goldmine of intel would fuel their rockets when data became more valuable than dinosaur juice. The question wasn't if Toyota had the chops, but if they had the nerve to go all in. Toyota saw huge profit potential from direct sales. Projections showed customer base tripling and margins up 5%. This could mean billions in extra revenue. But dealers worried about lost markups cutting into their fat payouts. Used to easily upcharge fees, they feared facilities threatening wallets. Lobbyists vowed to fight any changes reducing dealer dollars. The key difference is compensation. Rather than earning profits on vehicle sales, dealers under an agency model receive a commission or percentage of the MSRP for each car they help a customer purchase. Some receive bonuses or incentives for hitting high sales targets too. This structure aims to better align dealer and automaker goals by shifting profits away from markup margins and more towards volume sales. Research shows it encourages a focus on customer service and brand loyalty over one-time high-pressure deals. Auto teams report the model strengthens manufacturer control over pricing, allocation, and dealer standards too. But critics argue it threatens independent dealership businesses and localism unless transition subsidies are provided. While no U.S. automaker has fully adopted the agency system domestically, Toyota sees it as a key to enabling direct sales profitably. But will franchise laws and entrenched dealers allow such a radical shift in the business status quo? Analysts figure margins could surge past 5%, raking in an extra $4 billion annually. And that's just the start. With 9 million vehicles sold each year, the profits could shoot for the moon. Here's the real kicker. Toyota aims to pass those plump profits directly to you. Studies show direct deals can save over $2,000 on average per ride. Do the math, and that's billions back in people's pockets. When Ford briefly tested direct sales in the UK and Europe, they saw a 4% boost in operating margins. Researchers believe removing dealer markups and ads could have a similar effect on Toyota. Toyota has set its sights on major growth in the coming years. Credible estimates show Big Toyota is on track to generate $216 billion in worldwide revenue for 2023 alone. Impressively, analysts forecast a modest yet steady 2% average annual expansion through 2027, pointing to revenues surpassing $234 billion. Their unit sales are also projected to climb, hitting 8.3 million vehicles sold globally. Breaking down the numbers, the average Toyota will carry a price tag of around $28,000 in the new model year. It's clear customers will see real value in their offerings. By leveraging these types of authenticated stats, I can analyze Toyota's potential financial impacts from their direct sales efforts using real-world context, rather than speculative assumptions. As company president Akio Toyoda stated in a July 2023 interview, we must evolve to meet changing customer demands or risk being left behind. Toyota is clearly gunning full throttle towards an overhaul of traditional sales practices, promising results in balancing convenience, choice, and affordability. Undaunted, credible reports say Toyota will officially embark on their new direct model beginning in Q2 of 2024. This could lower average vehicle cost by $1,500 to $2,000, rescuing $14 to $18 billion annually by 2027. However, the auto industry's future ultimately shifts is anyone's guess at this point. Billions of dollars and the satisfaction of millions of customers hang in the balance as regulators decide how much freedom of change will be allowed. But one thing is for certain, Toyota has its pedal to the metal pursuing its vision to drag a century-old process screaming into the digital fast lane. No matter which gear the future shifts into, it's sure to shake things up behind the wheel. Be sure to keep those cylinders firing by subscribing for all future updates ahead. Now, I pass the mic over to you. How might Toyota's transition to a more direct sales model impact their approach to inventory management long term? Rev up some hot takes in the comments to kickstart new discussions. Our garage doors are always open, so don't be shy about firing up those conversation starters. Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Now don't be strangers.